Today on Rock Feed, Ozzy Osbourne is speaking about his health in a new interview, and his daughter Kelly goes off on a person saying some terrible things about her dad on the internet. We got a lot to get to today on Rock Feed. As always, stick around. Welcome to Rock Feed. Thanks so much for joining us. If you can take a quick second and hit that subscribe button with notifications on, it would help the show. Something like 60 to 70% of those of you who watch aren't subscribed, and it'll help the channel grow much faster. Please do that. All right, folks, we got to move on. We got a lot to talk about. Before we get to Ozzy Osbourne's interview, first I want to talk about his daughter, Kelly. And Kelly is obviously, she's a big personality in her own right. And being a person of her stature, you get a lot of really awful messages on the internet, just hateful content from people. And Kelly is responding to that. Somebody had the audacity to send her a message wishing her father to be in poor health. Just really garbage human being stuff right there that she's getting. And she was frustrated and she posted this on her page. She certainly handled it a whole lot better than I would have. There are just a lot of trash people out there on the internet, and good for her for sticking up for her pops. The idea that somebody would say such a thing about somebody like Ozzy is just a trash human being. So here is what Kelly had to say about this. Now, she took the post down, but this is what Daily Mail recapped about what she had to say. So some douchebag posted, "Heard your father's dying. That's great. Now we can get rid of another bleep." I don't know what that was that they said. So we know that Ozzy has been in poor health. He's been dealing with Parkin-2, a form of Parkinson's disease, and he's just had a myriad of different health problems. So she shared the post and said, "Hey, seems like you need some attention. So here you go, you disgusting MFer. I won't be praying for you." And the post got 20,000 likes in just a matter of minutes when she responded to this just awful garbage human being. And this is not the first time that she's responded to reports about Ozzy. There are reports that he was on his deathbed in the past. Those were erroneous reports. There have been reports where Nikki Sixx has said he heard that Ozzy wasn't doing well. Now, of course, that's open for interpretation. That doesn't necessarily mean he was saying that Ozzy's really bad. But Sharon has pushed back and said that Ozzy is improving and he's doing well, and we're going to get to that interview in just a moment. But before we talk about that, let's talk about something a little positive. We try to keep things lighthearted here from time to time. So former 3 Days Grace vocalist Adam Gontier is in a new band now called Saint Asonia, and he is in a band. One of the members of the band is in Stained, the guitarist Mike Mushok, and his brother is also in this band. And they've been putting out some heat, man. I'm not going to lie. If you haven't checked out Saint Asonia, really great. I have always held the opinion that Adam Gontier is one of the best modern rock vocalists of the last generation. His voice is so distinct. He's such a great songwriter. He has written some heaters, man. Those early albums with 3 Days Grace are just fantastic. Now, Matt's my boy in 3 Days Grace as well. That is not taking anything away from him. 3 Days Grace has been very blessed with vocal talent, songwriting talent. They're not hurting right now either. Their last album was one of my favorite albums of the year that it came out, and I've worn it out. I'm waiting for some new music from 3 Days Grace, but that Adam era, again, was fantastic. So he had a post on his Instagram that I thought was just wonderful, where he opened up about his battle for sobriety. Apparently, several years ago, he was really struggling with addiction, and he posted a very positive update on his Instagram. This is what he had to say. He wrote, "So this is what 3 years clean and sober looks like. I'll take it. 3 years ago, I was close to cashing out on life. Not on purpose, but because for years I used substances continuously. I had no self-respect, and I broke down to being basically a shell of a human being. In August of 2017, my baby boy and my best friend was born while I was in treatment, just barely hanging on. When I was told my son had been born, something happened to me. I powered through, slowly came around, and started getting my shit together. Fast forward today, I, without a doubt, have never been happier. Me and my family are happy and healthy, and over the last few months during this quarantine, I feel like I've come close to creating the best music I ever have in my life. Life is good. Very good." And saying that, I'm grateful, just isn't enough. There aren't enough words to describe how I feel, but saying thank you to Something bigger than me every morning and every evening seems to feel right. Wow. That hit me right in the feels, and that's not the first time I read that. So, yeah, that's positive, and that is an example. If you're out there and you're struggling with addiction, you're struggling with substance abuse, guys like Adam have been through this. They are a positive light for you, and there's sort of a movement of guys in the rock and metal world that are well established in their sobriety and are helping others. And so, again, if you're out there and you're dealing with addiction, look to guys like Adam, look to guys like Ivan Moody who have been through the fire and back, guys like Tommy Vex from Bad Wolves who have also struggled in the past and have come out on the other side. There's just so many different people out there. Corey Taylor, obviously, lots and lots of dudes, men and women. Everyone's a dude to me. And they are really just a very positive example of, coming out the other side through something like this. So my hat is off to him. All right, in an update on a previous story we talked about, we were speculating about whether or not Yungblud and Bring Me the Horizon would be collaborating on a new song. We now know this is true. In a new interview with MTV Music UK, they were asked about the collaboration Bring Me the Horizon was, and Ollie Sykes says, yeah, we've been scheming and we've got something coming. He was asked if this collab would appear on any of their upcoming scheduled EPs. Sykes responded, maybe, maybe not. So stick around for that. It'll definitely be excited to see what that bunch comes up with. But we got to move on, and we're going to talk about Ozzy Osbourne's interview with SiriusXM. And then we're going to talk about a little bit of new music with the show, the new format, trying to mix things up a little bit and share some things I like in the music industry. And maybe talk a little Call of Duty Warzone as well. We'll see. So stick around for that. But here we go. Ozzy Osbourne, he is speaking out in this new interview with SiriusXM, and he was on the show talking to Jenny McCarthy, of all folks. So they're promoting this new show that they've got on the Travel Channel, and it's sort of like the Osbournes because it actually features Jack, Sharon, and Ozzy, probably as close as we'll ever get to a reboot of that legendary reality show. That show comes out this week, or maybe it came out this weekend or something.
I'm not back to 100%. I'm about 75% there, but it's just such a slow recovery.
Right. We'll take 75%. Keep rolling, Ozzy.
Spine surgery is bad news, man. And Sharon and I were just recently talking. If we'd have known then what we know now, I mean, I've been in such a bad state with pain. I'm still having a lot of pain.
I'm sorry.
So the thing is, though, is that it does seem like he's progressing. It does seem like he's improving. And that's what's most important, whether he's performing or not.
I was convinced that I was dying. I was in that much discomfort and pain and misery. I thought they were all hiding from me. And I remember saying to Sharon, you got to level with me. It's worse than you making it out. She says, no. And I'd wait, but I was talking to Tony Helmings the other day. And he was saying, by the way it's going with this coronavirus, indoor shows will be a thing of the past.
I know. I'm hoping that's not true for all of us that love to watch.
Now, that's very interesting what he said there on the tail end of it as well, is that he thinks that indoor concerts could be potentially a thing of the past. And I wonder if there is some credence to that. With the pandemic going on and everything, it's certainly easier as shows begin to slowly crawl back. It's easier to have shows outside than it is indoors, that's for sure. And it makes you wonder if, they're not able to have a vaccine or something like that, if Ozzy and other artists are just going to opt to do summer shows and there's not going to be any fall touring. I mean, eventually I got to believe that touring is going to come back, but he does make an interesting point here. Is it beneficial to book indoor shows anymore? When, our concert venue owner is going to invest in large open fields now instead of smaller enclosed venues. What does that look like moving into the future? Those of you out there in the live entertainment industry, I would love to hear your feedback on that because I really don't know too much about that aspect of it. But most importantly, we've got Ozzy Osbourne. We got him on the road to recovery. And whenever shows do come back, I'm hoping we can get at least one major show from the Ozman, and that would be wonderful to see. So that's wonderful to hear. Now, let's talk about some new tunes that are out that I've been enjoying this week, and you can share yours in the comments as well. All right, so first of all, I know this is old, but I've been jamming the shit out of this 2004 record from Papa Roach, Getting Away with Murder. I've just been going back and just rocking this album. I really liked this album when it came out, and I've been listening to it a lot again. Little Spirit Box there. I've been dabbling in some of their new stuff. I've been digging a little Spirit Box lately. And then I don't know how I missed this one, but Lacey Sturm released a song back in May called The Decree. And I either listened to it and forgot. I was listening to this tonight while I was driving my scooter around town, and this song goes hard. So if you don't remember Lacey Sturm, she was the original singer of Flyleaf, and she wrote the song I'm So Sick. And she is very sick, not ill, but her music is fantastic. I was jamming the other night on live stream on Instagram Live, where I occasionally stream, and you can check me out over there on the gram at RockFeedNet. And somebody sent me this band called Broken Love, and dude, they've got some really heavy music, and I some of these songs people send me, I add to my collection, and I was really digging this band, so hopefully you'll check them out as well. All right, folks, that is all for now for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us each and every day here at RockFeed. Again, if you like the show, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking news and updates. Thanks so much for joining us. Looking forward to COD Season 5 for all the gamers out there. I'm going to be staying up and playing this. I'm really stoked about that. So thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon.